What is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. We have another Scent Safari episode for you guys today. The way these work is I reach out to a house. Usually I don't own a bottle of in my collection yet. I have a collection of almost 500 fragrances, so there are definitely still a lot of houses out there that I don't own bottles from yet, but you know, I do own from quite a few houses, and basically I reach out to them, see if they'll send me some samples, and then what I do is I pick 4 that I think sound the most interesting to me, might be the most interesting to you, and I smell them and react to them for the first time on camera. Now what I do is, about 3 hours before I shoot the video, I spray them for the first time on my skin, and then about 5-10 minutes prior to the video, I spray them again. That way I get a good feel for the top of the fragrance and sort of the stages, the middle and end stages. And this week we're going to do Scent Safari with a brand that is well known to people who love fragrances, but maybe not that well known commercially. But it's a really high quality Italian house called Tiziana Terenzi. Now I hope I'm not butchering that. I'm pretty sure it's Tiziana Terenzi. And basically I had a little bit of experience with this house. I was at Oudh one day a while back and was just, you know, sniffing some stuff, and I smelled this scent called Lily Purr, and I was really taken aback. Now I did not buy it on the spot. Good thing I didn't, because it reminded me of something that I couldn't put my finger on at the time, but I was really intrigued by that fragrance and the brand. So when I came up with this concept, I reached out to Terenzi, and one day I came home from work and I had a big box. The doorman had a big box. He was like, "I got a big box for you." I was surprised because I didn't really order anything big, and I opened it up, and it turns out it was from them. They sent me the entire Coffret sample collection, but also a couple of mini candles and a full 100 ml bottle of Lily Purr. I had no idea that I had smelled it before and I liked it. They just sent it to me, so I want to thank them for that. With that said, that doesn't mean I'm going to say I like these fragrances if I don't like them, but maybe I'll be a little bit more gentle about it. Now I'm going to do a full review on Lily Purr down the road, but for today we're going to do an official Scent Safari video. And again, 4 fragrances I picked out. We're going to smell them for the first time together today. Before we do that, let's briefly talk about this house. Now the Terenzi family goes back to the Roman days of Horus, really. The surname derives from Treens, which means 3 swords, and let's go back to a couple with this family name named Guglielmo and Luigia. And Guglielmo was a cavalry officer who was also an inventor and an artist who really admired everything that was beautiful. He played drums and wrote poetry. His wife really helped channel her husband's creative energy into a laboratory that she helped set up. And he loved making colognes. He had his own collection that he enjoyed, and he started tinkering around trying to make his own. Went on to teach his son Evelino the art form that he loved. Both of them really liked music. He played the drums, Evelino played the clarinet, and they sort of took the inspiration of the way music is composed and referenced that in coming up with different fragrant compositions. Evelino's children were Tiziana and Paolo, I believe, and they really took the laboratory and company over, and in unison helped to turn it into a bigger global brand. Paolo is the perfumer, Tiziana is the designer. Here in New York City, you can find these fragrances at Oswald in Tribeca. Barney's on the Upper East Side as well, and online you can get this line at those spots, as well as Lucky Scent has them as well. So as I said, I picked 4 that I thought were going to be the most interesting for you guys. Lily Purr not included. Let me just say on the side about Lily Purr, it's an excellent fragrance. If you like Potion by D Squared, this is a much better, higher end version of Potion for me. And we will do a full review of that one down the road. It's a really good scent that deserves, I think, an entire video for it. And after we talk about these 4 fragrances, we'll talk about the candles really quickly. The first fragrance I want to start off with is called Ecstasy. It's the third one in, as you could see, and I was really intrigued by the way the notes looked on this one. The notes on this one are pine, spruce, and pebbles at the top, incense, patchouli, rose, violet in the middle, sandalwood, amber, labdanum, tonka, soil tincture, and woody notes in the base. This one came out in 2012, and 100 ml of this one EDP formulation is $145. So in my limited time with this house so far, what I've liked from them, I think, is that they're like unapologetically different. These 4 scents are all unique, and there are many more I could have picked that fit the same bill. For me, this one, I get this resin and pine fragrance. It's really well done. It's a combination that I like. I've seen it done better. I think Fille and Oudh by Serge Lutton is a better fragrance that's similar to this one, but I say this one's really nice. Anyone who sort of likes that Christmas tree vibe, you'll dig this. It's got a sort of nice green opening that dries down to something a little bit smoky, woody, and resinous. It's got a green gooiness to it. I'm surprised there's not galbanum in the composition, but I could be wrong about that one. This one really does not blow me away. It's a solid scent. I like this, and with this and Lily Purr being my first whiffs from the brand, you know, it's a good start. The second one I want to talk to you guys about is called Gold Rose Oud. This one also came out in 2012, same price point, $145 for 100 ml. Notes on Gold Rose Oud are bergamot, fir, and sand at the top, rose, patchouli, black pepper in the middle, oud, amber, sandalwood, musk, and honey in the base. So right off the bat, with this one, I'm feeling this one. This one is really well done. I'm very sick of that rose oud combo. You know, a lot of you guys know I do these sample shopping episodes every week where a decant shop sends me 4 or 5 fragrances every week, and we've looked at a lot of Montal. It seems like 90% of Montal scents, and Mancera for that matter, have that rose oud combo, and I'm just done with it. I'm just turned off to that combination. I feel like if you have one fragrance with that combination, you're good money. I have Nepal Oud by Montal, which makes me feel like I'm good. I'd consider adding this though. What I like about this one is that the oud note in this one is superb. It doesn't have that sort of typical niche under $200 price point oud. It's a more premium oud. It feels like a little bit of a Francis Kurkdjian oud. And with that honey and bergamot, this one is definitely a winner for me. Really well done by Paolo Terenzi. I really do think this one is a winner, and I think people who like oud fragrances are going to enjoy this one very much. The next one I want to talk to you guys is called XIX March. This one is 100 ml, same price point. The notes on this one are actually, I'm sorry, this one, as of me filming this, is actually on sale at Lucky Scent for $95. Notes on this one are orange, green leaves, mint, and nettle at the top, lavender, cinnamon, clove, jasmine in the middle, sandalwood, cedar, vetiver, musk, nutmeg, rosemary in the base. Now this one, I have this on my wrist. This one is a 180 from everything else so far that I've smelled. This one has like a dandyish qualities to it. The orange is great in this one. It's more like a fruit than the oils from the peel. Love the mint. This is a very classic Italian eau de cologne vibe, but it also has a modern twist. Dries down a little bit floral, so you get the cinnamon and lavender, the sandalwood and the jasmine. This one is another one really well done. I think that this is a really good scent. I recommend people who like fresher, lighter fragrances to take a look at this one. Now guys, the one we're going to finish up with is called Laudano Nero. Same price point. This one came out in 2014, so 2 years later than the rest. Notes on this one are wormwood, cognac, rosemary, tobacco, myrtle, and amber at the top, red rose, black locust honey, cedar, iris, sandalwood, rosemary, ash, and slate in the middle, cashmere, musk, laurel, incense, camphor, oud, vetiver, musk, oak, vanilla, and labdanum at the base. So this one off the top had my attention more than anything I've smelled probably since like Black Afghano, or Mink by Byredo, or Leather Oud by Dior. This one sprayed on, and I was scared because this one opens up pungent and bitter and strong, and you've got to rock with it for a minute or so because it has to settle down. What I like about this one from the start is that it shows me a really confident perfumer. Like, you can't make this and not know what you're doing or believe in what you're doing. This isn't safe, it isn't cookie cutter, it's nothing really like I've smelled at all. It opens up really strong, really smoky, really bitter, and really woody. It's a real deal wood scent. Not like cedar or sandalwood or rosewood. It's dark, smoky, burnt woods. And as it starts to dry down and open up on the skin, it starts to get sweeter. Not like candy sweet, but like dark honey. A little bit of vanilla smoky, almost mesquite. This is a scent for people who are bored with what else is out there. I can't promise you'll like this. I would actually think that if your thing is going to the mall and grabbing a bottle of the latest, intense or sport fragrance, this is going to rattle your cage in a major way. And there's many more from this brand that I think will be a little bit more to your speed. But if you're okay with sort of experiencing what's exciting about perfume and how this can be more about smelling fresh and pleasant, then this is a great scent to sort of open up your mind. So this one is crazy. I think this one's unbelievable quality, and it's a really good scent. The two candles that they gave me, the black one is vanilla almond, and the white one is that gold rose oud. And I'll just say this about them briefly. I think these are like $25 or $40 online. A girl I'm going out with now basically is like the illest candle person I've ever met. She's like the me of candles, with fragrances. She's like that with candles. Anything that's fly in terms of candles, like Oudh by Killian, Creed, Diptyque, Le Labo, she's used them. And she said the almond vanilla is the best vanilla candle she's ever smelled. So, gotta burn it and see how that works out. But these look really good, and the gold rose oud one is really good too. It's got that's the vanilla almond. It's got this beautiful rosy oud thing going on, almost just like the fragrance. So really good job on the candles. So my takeaway from this house is I really enjoyed what I've experienced so far with this house. It has they do these sort of very classic and safer scents, and then they have some different well done scents like Lily Purr, and then they have these scents that I think show an evolution of the perfumer. It's not a surprise to me that 2014 Laudano Nero came out, because you could see it's a lot bolder than the stuff that came out in 2012. You could see that this is a house that's comfortable with being daring and taking risks. I always say give me risk and daring scents over shit that's available at the mall, because at least then my senses are being challenged and you're changing my perception of smell. There's a lot of really good scents out there that don't present any sort of challenge. You sort of grab this glittery bottle, you spray it on, and you smell clean and fresh. And don't get me wrong, there's a time and place for that. Of my 500 fragrances, I'd say 200 to 300 are safe, very easy to wear fragrances that any guy in the world could wear. But I also love scents that do something different and things that I've never gotten to experience. And what I like about this line, and my favorite lines do both really well. They have the fragrances that you could just throw on and be good and know you're going to smell good. But then they have the ones that are going to be more conversation pieces and have people ask questions and just make you look at fragrance in different ways. And I think that the best houses do that. Like my favorite houses, Oudh, Frederic Malle, Xerjoff, all sort of fit that. Dior, Chanel, all sort of fit that bill. They have the ones you could just smell good, but then they have these fragrances that are deeper. And to me, that's the hallmark of a great house. And I really am pleased that Terenzi has those qualities. And so I really recommend checking this house out. This, of all the Sensifars I've done so far, this has probably been my favorite, just because, not because they gave me a full bottle and candles, just because I haven't experienced a range like this yet. A lot of the houses gave me fragrances that were a lot like, if not exactly smelling like each other. And this is no shots at the other houses. They had a theme to them, and sort of similarities, hallmarks. And this is really just a very wide range of different scent palettes. And it's exciting. I think houses like this are exciting for the industry. I wish they get more love. I'm glad that spots like Oswald and Barney's were savvy enough, and Lucky Scent were wise enough to pick houses like this up. Makes you think how many thousands of more small houses are sitting out there in countries that genius is being done, and we just don't know because they haven't been imported yet. So guys, I'm going to link to this house in the description. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and stay tuned for my review of Lily Purr. My name is Maximilian, and I must know. Peace.